part 2. 3 minutes now. So when we look for a life partner, there are certain characteristics we look for. In your group, discuss what we should look for in a life partner. At the end of your discussion, try to decide the most important characteristic we should look for in a life partner. Our 3 minutes to prepare starts now. Okay, so uh, our 12 minutes to talk starts now. So, okay, very good morning to examiners and my fellow friends. So today, based on the topic that we are given, we are going to talk about what are the things or characteristics that we should look for in a life partner. So having this, so everyone, no matter male or female, of course, they have their own characteristics when it comes to what they want in their life partner. Because having this life partner means that you have to spend the rest of your lifetime with this person. So you have to make sure that the characteristic that you have is something that you can keep on having with them. Okay, so to start off strongly, so I'm going to start talking about one of the most important thing or the one of the most important characteristic that we should have when we look for a life partner, which is having financial stability. The reason why I say this is because in this world right now, in this economy, it is very, very important for us to find a life partner who have a stable job that provides an income that can help to sustain us financially. So, for example, for us women, it is very important for us to find a man who has a provider mindset, someone with good financial, so that they can support us in the future. Whenever, for example, if we have family, so having a person who has this financial stability is very helpful, especially when it comes to in the future when you want to buy homes or even invest in cars or invest in like for probably children things. So this is very important for us. Next, I'm also going to talk about how having intelligence also is a very important thing when it comes to finding a life partner. So the reason why I say this is because, like they said, a person with a sexy brain is very good in our life. So what I mean by a sexy brain means that they are very intelligent and they are also someone that can guide us along the way. Like, for example, if you have a husband or wife who is in electrical engineering, they can probably help out with stuff in home. Like, for example, they can probably help you when there's a blackout, or even if you want to fix the plugs at the home, or even the electrical appliances. So next, I'm going to pass this to anyone who's interested to pass on. Do you guys agree with my idea?
I agree with your idea, candidate A. I want to add on to your point about financial stability. So, as the saying goes, money makes the world go round, right? So, being financially stable in a relationship shows that you are capable for caring for the other person. And as a life partner, when choosing a life partner, you're most likely choosing that person to make a family with, right? To build a family. So, it's important to be financially stable when building a family, because without money, then we are unfit to care for our children, correct or not? Okay, it's also important that we have a stable income and stable flow of money into the household on both sides, if possible, because these money can be used to pay for bills, can be used to put towards retirement, can be put towards our future children's education fund, right? And besides that, I also want to talk about the importance of looks when looking for a life partner. I wanna use the TV show Love is Blind for an example. So in this TV show, right, where they're trying to prove that just compatibility through talking to each other and without seeing each other can prove that you can actually fall in love with someone without looking at them. But oftentimes, the show has proven that love is not blind, meaning that while personality attraction or chemistry is there, without the physical attraction, a relationship cannot work. That's all from me for now. Does anyone agree with my points?
Other than the points stated, I think that being a responsible partner is very important. A responsible person will take care of their duties and they will also keep their promises. They won't run away from the troubles, but instead they will try to solve them properly so that the other partners won't um feel scared that they will leave them. Other than that, they also understand that relationship require effort and they are willing to take complete accountability if they are a responsible partner. For example, if they have a promises with you, they will keep the promises and they will do it instead of just words. Other than that, they will also handle problem maturely. They will instead of avoiding difficult situation, they will also find a solution. Other than that, I will also say that a caring and supportive partner is very important. A caring and supportive partner is also equals to their kindness. Kindness means being nice, caring, and respectful to their partner. A caring and supportive partner makes a relationship feel more safe and happy. For example, they will respect you and also other people, for example, their parents, their peers, and also maybe their colleagues. They will treat people with care and they won't point out your mistake in public, but they will correct you in private. They will also handle their conflict calmly. They won't yell or get aggressive with you. And that is all for me. Candidate D, do you have any other opinion?
Okay, I want to talk about the being uh intelligence level as your partner. Intelligence is an important quality in a life partner because it influences communication, decision making, and the ability to solve problems effectively. However, intelligence is not about academic achievement. It's more about emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and the ability to navigate complex situations. For example, a partner with can understand their
Kamu
own
ada
emotions,
lagging, Jen.
allowing them to have a better communication. And having a partner with high emotional intelligence that can understand their own emotion and those of and their partner emotions can allow for them to have a better communication and solve conflicts more efficiently. A partner with high emotional intelligence can listen without having judgment. They can also express their feelings more clearly and respond with empathy instead of reacting impulsively. This will help in creating a balanced and understanding relationship. Additionally, intelligence can also will also allow for a meaningful conversation to shared interests and mutual personal growth. For example, a meaningful conversation is like conversation about marriage, about children, about your future. What is your expectation about your partner? This this is very important because it can deepen the relationship and make the partner understand each other expectation more. Other than that, I want to talk about financial stability. Having a good financial is very crucial because being in debt or having too much expenses will create conflicts in the relationship. Uh, Having financial struggles can lead to stress and disagreements and even resentment toward your partner because you will feel overburdened and unsupported. A responsibility approach to finances also includes like saving, budgeting, planning for the future. Uh, this is very important because if you want to have children, you need to have a good financial stability. Because without a good financial plan, without saving, you will feel burdened by having children. That is all from me.
Okay, so I totally agree with you, Candidate D, regarding the financial stability and having responsibility. So to add on, I want to add on Candidate A's response about having these looks in a partner. In my opinion, I think having looks that are good in your life partner is probably important as well as the other characteristics that were mentioned before this. The reason why I said this is because don't you want to wake up and look at your life partner? Then when you wake up, you feel like your mood is boosted up, and then you will feel this motivation to work. And also, study shows that if you start your day with looking at a good looking people, you can actually boost up your mood. And not only that, I also want to point out about candidate C's characteristic, which is kindness. I think it is very important to look at a person on how they act towards their elders or even children or even the animals, because through this way you can probably predict how this person is going to be when both of you are going to live together. So having all these characteristics is also quite important in when finding a life partner. So anyone else have anything to add?
I want to add on to Amber's point about kindness. I believe that kindness is important in a relation in finding a life partner because it shows that that person is capable of compassion, which is important not only in a relationship but to have compassion as a person in general. For example, even simple gestures like holding the door open for you or even for other strangers will increase the attraction towards that person, which will in turn increase the likelihood of a successful relationship. Having kindness and compassion in public is an indicator that they will also have kindness and compassion towards you behind closed doors. Besides that, I also want to add on about how responsibility is important when finding a life partner, because finding a responsible person ensures that you will be able to trust that person, which allows you to place more dependability on them. For example, paying the bills, trusting that they will clean up the house and so on. But also it will show that they respect you, because being responsible in a relationship shows that they actually value the relationship and value you as a person. And lastly, I want to add on about the intelligence aspect. While academic intelligence is important, because it has been shown that academic intelligence can be passed down to offspring, it's also important to have emotional intelligence, as candidate D mentioned just now. Emotional intelligence, including empathy and being able to effectively communicate with the other person, which will then be able to prevent arguments between each other. Yeah, that's all from me.
I just want to add one point. I agree with what Nadia said. Being a financial stability means we will have a more secure future. However, there's a phrase saying that money isn't everything. However, it can affect our relationship if the partner does not know how to manage their money wisely. So, having a good partner that knows how to manage money wisely, they will know how to budget their expenses and they will avoid unnecessary debt. They will also plan for the future, especially when they want to have a home, like Ellie said, and maybe education for their offspring when they want to, maybe their parents, maybe our partner want to send them to a better school, like a private school or international school. So having a financially responsible partners help us to build a stable future, uh, and allow us to focus on our personal and share growth with the monies that we get. And that is all for me.
Sorry to interfere, but I think we have not a lot of time. So, candidate D, do you want to finish off by concluding our discussion?
Yeah, okay. Uh, in conclusion, I guess I think we all can agree that having financial stability and being 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 responsibility is very crucial in maintaining a good relationship, and it's very crucial in what you should look for in a partner, because a responsible partner will have the mindset of having a provider, being a provider. At the same time, they will show kindness towards.
Okay, I guess we can all agree on candidate D. So, that is the ending of our discussion.